Alright, lads.
Hello!
We're back with this game.
How's everyone doing, lads? What's up?
Not the longest session in the world, probably a little bit. About 40 minutes long.
Bro, we can go as long as we want.
I think we've earned a breather.
Forever.
CiB, I was hoping we could talk about our next move. I'm
hi.
worried about the damage we took in that last battle with the machines.
What's this guy's name? 2B? Or 9S?
9S.
Maybe we should return to the resistance camp to resupply and conduct maintenance.
What are you gonna do?
Yeah, sure,
All right,
whatever.
let's go back.
You got it.
Why is 9S such a freaking baby?
It's not even like... Doesn't even like instant transport me.
I'm just saying, like, 9S, I thought the world of him, and now he's like, what if we rested? Rest is for the weak, bro!
Yeah, 9S is an interesting character. So, when you beat the game, you can basically play the game again, but you play as 9S, and they give you some more, like...
Plant life has claimed most of the central area. Big plants, too.
Report. Records show that vegetation has grown to an abnormal size since the departure of humans.
Wonder if there are any huge boars and such, too.
That'd be pretty cool. Are you saying that humanity causes, there not to be, like, giant trees? What the hell is our problem?
Also, it's like... This game takes so far in the future that, yeah, things will change when there's no human civilization for that long. In fact, they probably underplayed how much vegetation would grow.
That's true. I just like, I mean, dude, I let my lawn go 1 week. 1 week without mowing, and it's like, what jungle is this?
Dude,
you
thank
know?
God it's like almost winter, and you know...
Yeah, we only have to probably do 1 or 2 more mows, maybe.
Our yard doesn't grow that much, for whatever reason. I think the backyard is just, like, so, exposed to sunlight all the time that it doesn't grow as fast.
That feel.
It's here.
So here's a hot take for, like, every, like, piece of art, like, movie, book, music, game. Here's a hot take. Humanity sucks and is the reason that, like, the world is dying. Like, it's a hot take for you. I just, you know, just wanted to bring you something you never heard before. Whether it's true or not. It's just like...
hot take. Nature good, humanity bad.
By the way, nature's also the thing that, like, makes little tiny, like, amphibians that are, like, super effing poisonous. Like, nature's also the thing that just has, like, everything eating everything. So, you know, just for what it's worth, like, it's, you know, nature's really cool. I'm not, like, bad-mouthing nature, like...
Honestly, I find that when nature becomes smaller, it's way scarier. Like, bacteria and viruses
Yeah.
are way scarier to me than, what am I supposed to do now?
I think the scariest image in the world would be like going outside the end. No, going outside and like you look into the the sky or whatever, and there's just a mammoth creature, you know, like just like a Cthulhu or whatever, and it's like literally like dozens of miles wide, and you just see like, and you're like, well, okay, that's it. It's been a good run, you know. And I love when games and stuff do that. And I'm talking like, you know, like some of the bosses you fight in God of War, you know, they're big like monsters or whatever. I'm talking like literally something that like covers the whole damn, you know, not sky like above you, but like, you know, in the far off reaches or whatever. That's just like, that thought is like, oh my god. Or it's just like anything underwater, you know?
Yeah, mostly water. I'm not super scared of most, like, land stuff. It's mostly, like, underwater stuff. Especially, like, deep sea creatures are terrifying.
Well, yeah, and, like, you could just be, like...
In fact, I find, like, most, like, underwater, like, things to be pretty creepy. Like, oh crap, what are they called? some reason I'm having a blank now, but like a lot of their like designs are just like the way that they look are just so freaky to me.
Oh yeah. Like lanternfish and all that kind of stuff. It's pretty crazy. A lot of them, like, just because they're so under, like, so deep undersea, like, they just evolve in certain ways that you're like, oh my god, you don't have, like, any spine or any whatever. Pretty freaky. Or you're just down there and all of a sudden you see, like, like a giant squid. Like that one video of a giant squid where they're in, like, Japan or whatever, and they just, like, look and they see, like, the squid, and then you, like, see, like, the, legs going down, and the legs go down forever.
Yeah.
And you're just like, what? Like, the legs have to be, like, hundreds of feet long, and you're like, oh my god.
Yeah, and I think the thing I was thinking of was a stingray. Like, they're so, like,
oh, yeah.
flat, and when you look at their face, they look so weird.
Damn, nature, you scary. That's a Family Guy reference for you uncultured swine out there. Damn, nature, you scary. So yeah, this is Nier Automata, or is it Automata?
Yeah. Yeah. So in terms of this LP, just kind of gauging if it's worth continuing. I really like this game, but it is not.
Come in, CiB. We need you operator to 9S.
This is 9S. Go ahead.
I have an incoming message for 2B and 9S from the commander. Initiating playback. 2B, 9S. We've lost contact with several Yorha units that were on their way to the surface. Their black boxes are online, so we presume they're still alive. We've tracked the location of their signals, so I need all Yorha units on the surface to head over and investigate. End transmission.
Okay.
I heard something about that back at the resistance camp.
Target location confirmed. I'm worried about the other androids. We should probably check this out as soon as possible.
Yeah, so what I was saying is that I'm not sure if I'll continue this LP. This is going to be a short segment, this is going to be kind of my final judgment on it. I really like this game, and I think a lot of people should play this game if they're interested. But it's a much more, like, slower paced type of game, where it really wants you to kind of, like, soak in the environment and do, like, side quests and kind of meander around sometimes. As much as, like, you go, like, as fast as you do. But, we'll see. Might continue, it might not.
That's, you know, I've said it before, but once in a while people will, like, message us or whatever and be like, hey, why don't you do newer games for your Let's Plays? And it's like,
our surface
dude,
route's been cut off.
like, newer
Maybe
games
we
are
can
meant
from
to just
underground.
sink hours and hours, and,
Yeah.
like, even if we dedicated all the
So
time
2B, those
each
machines
week,
out in the
like,
desert
imagine
look
just being,
like
like,
androids, right?
Far Cry or whatever
But
would
we
take, like,
androids were
months
modeled
of
after our
just
human
that.
creators.
It's like,
So why would
we
machines
only
try to
LP
look like
once a
us?
week for about, like, 2.5 hours.
There's no point trying to work out unsolvable problems.
And also, even for some of the
suppose.
games I do, I'll, like, find specific points to stop, so then at that point, off-screen, I can do the boring crap, you know what I mean? But for something like a Far Cry or whatever, just as an example, it's like, there's a lot of missions like that that you would just have to skip and be like, hey, off-screen, I did, like, 10 missions, you know what I mean? And it's like, ugh. Like, it's possible, but it's still like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, and honestly, my favorite type of games to play are games like when I did my LP of Devil May Cry. Like, short and sweet, highly skilled games, but I can't just, like, crank those out all the time. Like, I'm practicing DMC3 right now. But that game's hard. I have to unlock everything, I have to get to harder game modes and just, like, learn the mechanics again.
What are those?
They're the machines.
What the?
Wow,
But they're
this is
weird.
weird.
To get her.
So you can just go out of your way to just destroy all these guys, but they look like they're having fun, so let's leave them alone.
Would that affect your, like, ending or whatever in any way?
No, they will turn hostile if I start attacking them.
Huh. Imagine a game that deep. Well, I guess there has been games like that before where you, you know, everything you do gets you, you know, more good or more evil. But what if it's like, nope, shouldn't have attacked those clowns, bro. Bad ending. Ending E.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. There's a game that that's on the tip of my mind. I don't remember what it is.
We're getting resistance signals from that
It's not
building
like
over there.
Knights of Old Republic or anything,
I'm probably
right?
thinking of Undertale, which is a little disappointing once I realize that. As much as I like Undertale, it's just that
We
thing
need
is
a way
talked
through.
about so much.
Let's look around for a route we can take.
All I know is that something bosses, something with that game.
Undertale's a good game. It's definitely overrated, but I like it.
Wasn't it made by just one dude?
Yeah, his name is Toby Fox.
Pretty cool. I mean, anything made by one dude, like, it could be like a text adventure, and I'd be like, wow, that's impressive.
Yeah, Toby Fox is, Oh yeah, this thing.
Let's play!
Now this thing, I'm pretty sure I have to fight.
These machines are heavily armed. We'll regret it later if we let them escape. So let's take them out.
Oh, so... Wow, it's really not forcing me to do it, but listen. Alright, just gotta remember how to play this game. Yeah, this game's a little... Oh yeah, hot stuff. This game uses, like, all the analog triggers, so just for, like, remembering, like, what those are. Yeah, and I didn't really go into the mechanics of this game last time that much for whatever reason. This game isn't mechanically the deepest like action game, especially like coming out of Platinum. And you can kind of cheese some stuff, like R2 is like this dedicated dodge move. And if you use the dodge when you're next to any projectile or any move, you can basically avoid everything in the game. So a very like kind of brain dead way to play is just to hold down R1 and spam R2 and then just attack as much as possible with square and triangle. And because the combos don't really have too much variance, you can kind of just like button mash, honestly.
What's this? Some kind of crystal?
Analysis. It is a core fragment from the machine life form. It is similar in structure to a plant cell.
A plant cell?
And we saw it last time, but the game's kind of trying to very heavily urge us that the machines are rapidly evolving, and there's more intelligence to them than these guys thought.
What's
It's like
this?
you make a bunch of
It is a device
machines
that
and they
propels
get and they
humans
become
operating
self-sufficient, bro.
And I think they're trying to hammer away the irony of you being
Humans sure are
androids,
strange creatures.
which are just robots with like more complex artificial intelligence. But your characters are so like adamant that
Yes.
People are not well
the machines are so like
lives.
single purpose and they don't deserve to live.
So
So it's not very like complex symbolism, but it is kind of
It's
funny.
totally okay.
Wow, this guy is trying to
Oh,
get a GF right about now.
all right.
A 2B GF.
Wait, what did they say? I wasn't paying attention.
He said, people who like me call me Nines. Like, essentially, would you like to call me Nines? And
Oh,
she's
I
like, oh,
Yeah, there's
no.
definitely a reason why she's standoffish, but you know, can't figure it out for me.
They should just play the Gold Saucer music for all this stuff.
I hope. Oh yeah, Gold Saucer won't even be in the Final Fantasy VII remake coming out.
We'll see it in
Yeah,
2025, so that's okay.
2025. Try 2035.
2030. Yep. But here's the good news: Final Fantasy 16 won't even be out by then, so that's all right. I don't even know if they're making another one. Here's a thought: make games that aren't all about McGraths and just make them fun. Like friggin' Last of Us Part 2 got delayed again. Like that game, like I can't imagine that game's gonna be super long.
It's
you
probably
know?
gonna be fairly short. I mean,
And it's
yes.
still like, 7-year dev cycle. It's like, okay. It's it's like, that's so not worth
Yeah. And honestly, I think at this point, the game's coming out like almost June. It's like the very end of May now, if it doesn't just get delayed again.
Our records don't say anything about a machine like this.
But it almost feels like they should just delay it to be a PS5. Not exclusive, but they should do like the Nintendo thing where they did for Breath of the Wild and Twilight Princess, where it comes out for both systems, and like the newer version has like some better perks to kind of incentivize getting the PS5.
Imagine doing that. Imagine incentivizing.
Also, talking about the PS5, I really hope that it's actually truly backwards compatible, and it isn't just like, oh, it's backwards compatible in the fact that you can like download the games again. I think I'm actually pretty on that.
I don't trust a single thing that Sony does, so when people are like, it's gonna be backwards compatible, I'm like, yeah, I don't think so.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, but you just can't trust any corporation. Like, they don't care.
Did that helper you have take so little?
Yeah, it's mostly just constant damage. I mean, it's doing like 5 to 6 damage each hit, but yeah, I think in general I'm doing pretty little damage because I'm level 9, she's level 15, so... I kind of don't like Nier's level system. Oh yeah. I forgot about this. Forgot how hacking works.
It's trying to hack us. If we take hacking damage, it'll affect our bodies as well. CiB!
Nines!
Beautiful, beautiful.
Girl, calm it down.
Corpses!
Are we seriously being attacked with dead androids?
Wait,
That's not really what I expected.
CiB! I'm detecting black box signals. They're not dead. They've been turned into weapons.
Alright, this ends now.
Wait, so if you don't kill them fast enough, they start attacking you or whatever?
Honestly, I don't really remember this part, so I don't know. I guess so. I mean, they're putting out like, yeah, they're definitely doing moves.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, if we get to that part, which I kind of doubt it, but when you play as 9S, he's more of a hacker character that can hack enemies on like command instead of just defending against hacking. And hacking is so good in this game. It does so much damage. And like there really is not like many repercussions for like attempting a hack and even failing it. So like you can really just play the entire game just hacking everything.
Huh.
Alert. Saturation attack triggered by enemy consciousness data.
This is a pretty long boss.
Quickly may lead to serious damage in memory regions.
Yeah, I think it's mostly just very long because I'm not a high enough level.
Almost there, lads.
are taking so much damage. I wasn't even close to it.
Affirmative.
Special beam. Okay.
Dude, playing this game in retrospect now, that's pretty funny.
Is it really?
That character to the left, that like little tiny guy who looks like a top hat.
Thanks for
You'll
the
probably
assist.
see him in a bit.
Oh, you mean the hacking? No worries. Us scanners are pretty good at that kind of thing. I've got your back anytime.
We have to save those androids.
I'm sorry, CiB. Their circuits are fried. I think they were only being kept alive by that enemy.
Oh.
Rip.
At least you're getting a lot of recoveries. That's nice.
Yeah, and you can buy them from the shop.
So,
What is it?
that machine had some pretty weird things to say, huh? It's almost like it had actual emotion.
The machines don't have feelings. You said that yourself.
Yeah, I guess.
Alright.
Hostiles!
I am not hostile.
Oh yeah.
Huh?
Defeated broken machine. You saved us.
This thing is awfully verbose for a machine.
We repay you. Gone too loud.
It could be a trap. Still, we should at least head over there and gather data, right?
This way. Here.
You know what's kind of actually surprising about this game? Big Mike loves this game,
Huh.
which was very surprising to me because he picked out the PC release and he was like, "I'm gonna play Nier." I'm like, "I'm not sure if you're gonna like it. It's pretty Japanese." But then he ended up, I think he said like it was his favorite game of a long time. I was like, wow. Even I don't think that. I like this game.
This way. This way.
What's that?
Oh, right. You wouldn't have seen that before. They're sending supplies up from Earth to the moon and the bunker. There are no spare parts or fuel in space, after all.
Huh. So why don't the machines, or the aliens who created them, attack the bunker directly? They originally came here from outer space, right?
Well, there are a few theories about that, but no one knows for sure. Hard to tell what an alien is thinking, you know?
Let's pick up every item.
Well, yeah, that's what these games are about. Catch up with him! Not possible. I'm the huge robots here.
They all have white flags.
Looks like they really don't want to fight.
Hello. Before we begin, there's something you must understand. We are not your enemies.
2B! We can't trust anything the machines say.
I understand that you see us as the enemy, but... Well, anyway. My name is Pascal. I'm the leader of this village. Those who reside here desire nothing more than to live a peaceful existence. Look around for yourself.
Wait, so did they say why they're just literally waving white flags? Just to say we're peaceful.
Yeah, they probably understand that that's a symbol of peace and surrender. Thanks, bro.
This music's me, by the way.
I do like the music in this game. What? Don't attack people. One of the endings of this game is actually you can attack this entire village and kill them all. But it's bad because that Pascal character is pretty important. Oh, here we go.
Existence provides essence.
Man is nothing else but what he makes of himself, additionally.
This guy is awesome.
This guy's me.
He even literally has a hat on.
Literally is tipping his, almost his finger.
Yay!
Yeah, so they do like little things like that where they kind of like tell you that corrupted like female robot like had a thing for John Paul, and John Paul actually has like a whole bunch of side quests, which are mostly like turning down the solicitations of other people, and it's such a weird quest. So what am I doing?
So question of the part, we were gonna play the newest Call of Duty Modern Warfare, but it had like a, what was it, 60 gig download?
Yeah, talk about games that require 150 gigabytes of install. So usually like dual layer Blu-rays like range from like 50 to 70 gigabytes. But that's not good enough for modern games now.
It's crazy.
And it sure is cool installing a game that's already 60 gigabytes and then it's like, please complete the download installation to get full features, which is like everything that's not, I forget what it was, like multiplayer was immediately available. But it's like, here's another 60 gigabyte thing.
Yeah, it certainly does add up quick. We get it, Jean-Paul.
He sure loves himself.
Oh, question of the part, like I was saying before. What's the game that you installed, whether it's on PC, PS4, whatever, that took up the most space? I think the record might still be Red Dead 2, but this new Call of Duty is definitely...
I don't think Red Dead 2 is more than 150 gigabytes. I don't even understand where all the data's coming from. It's not like these games are like excessively long or anything.
So wait, what's your mission again?
I got a fuel piece from Pascal, and I have to give it to the Resistance camp as a peace offering. But yeah, just kind of playing this game again. I think I'm not gonna LP this game. as much as I really like this game, I think there is just way too much downtime and kind of, I don't know. It's just not a very,
You can get
like,
into the CiB ruins if you
fast-paced
move
game.
that box.
Makes sense. I'm gonna have to look up the story sometime of both Nier games, because...
It's definitely an interesting story. I think the original Nier has probably a more interesting story, but this one is probably executed better.
Time for your regularly scheduled contact.
2B here. What's wrong?
What's wrong?
There's this operator I kind of liked, but when I asked her out,
What?
she turned me down.
Wait, is she a robot?
Yeah, they're all androids.
Ah.
Honestly, Jimmy, I don't know how I'm supposed to go on living.
I am definitely not the person to discuss this with.
I don't think I can stand spending one more day in this bunker.
You leaving would be bad for me. It would affect mission efficiency.
Wait, where's 9S?
It's somewhere.
Are you saying you
He's
need
right there.
me to be?
All Model B combat units require the assistance of an operator. So,
To be?
How nice.
Dang.
Wow.
closing this channel.
All Model Bs require an operator, so... Like, I don't like you, but whatever, you know.
Alright, yeah, it's 11, so...
If you want to keep it, I don't really care.
No, it's fine. I'm not gonna do this game.
So, this is it for this run, lads. I hope
Yeah.
you got a kind of good idea what the game's about. And
Yeah, and I will say that if if you watch this, the game gets a lot better as it goes on. It is definitely a slow burn type of game, but I definitely recommend it. It's unfortunate that the beginning's kind of short, or not super interesting, but yeah. No. See ya.
See ya. Buy sheets and other stuff, and buy Nier. Play Nier Automata.